On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd, the scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 52. Watch this. 368. Hey, exit. Slam. Kill.
Dalton here from the gun. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Dante Hightower in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Brady gives to Michel. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Let's go.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. SOS. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
To throw again. Dalton under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Dante Hightower has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And now Edelman. A great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And some room to work. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
29. Alpha. Let's go, Madden. Hey, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
53 to Mike. 53.
Mixon with a first down carry. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
I'm coming after you. Regular. Hey.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Dalton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was. All the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it.
2 by 2. Move. Motion. Let's go. Regular. Mike, number 53. Mike, 50. Hey, Alpha. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check it back.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On the ground is Michel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Room here to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Ozzy! Ozzy! Hey, orbit! Check! Regular! Shadow! Hey, come on, now, come on, now! Check safety! Shoot!
On first down, Brady. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Heavy on the edges. Watch twist. 49, check the left.
On the toss, here's Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
They don't want it. Hey, goal 66.
On third and long, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Yeah, a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now on second and 13, Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it third down.
368.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Wide. Give me my 2. Check. Move. Check 24. Slam. Hatch it.
Third down from the gun, Dalton. And that will be incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
Incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
53! It's on field. It's on field.
Brady now on first down. And this is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Slant route caught by Edelman. A good pickup there at 22. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brady now, 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Gostkowski's kick is good, and the lead now increases to 20-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So he comes out of nowhere. Right. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look. All right, never mind. Third quarter action now. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, just like last play. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. Second and 5 now. Brady. And he whips one in there complete. That's Demaryius Thomas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Looking to throw on second down. Brady, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Brady's throw there complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now Brady. Has a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On second and 12, Dalton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And Dalton to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Joe Mixon. And a short gain down to about the 33. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 27.
Mike, 53. 53.
There you go, 368.
Third and 2 for Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
93, 52, 93, 44.
On third down, Mixon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They get 6 yards going for it on fourth, and now it's first and goal. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Second down and goal. Dalton toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up fourth and goal. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is fourth and goal. They run for it with Mixon. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This fielded at the 2.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Brady going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Brady to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed